Hello everybody, welcome back to the workshop. So in this video I'm going to be showing you how to make a hand-forged candy cane. This video is in conjunction with a ebook that we are selling, Jessica and I, that we've put together, which is titled Guide to 10 Hand-Forged Christmas Gifts. Now, in this guide we are breaking down the cost of the materials, the labor that's involved, and we're putting that in all the sizes of starting materials, everything like that, and all the SEO stuff, like all your tags and search engine stuff. So this way you can take and sell these items on your own and hopefully make yourself a few extra bones for Christmas. So the starting material size that we're working with today is 3/8 inch round, or 9.5 millimeter round by 10 inches long, or 250 mil long. Some of the things that you're going to need for this project is you will need yourself a 3/8 inch bottom swedge to hold your round stock in. You don't want to do this on the anvil. Again, it tries to roll too much. It's not as nice and it leaves a flat on the other side. You want to keep the roundness into this piece. One of the other things you'll need is a simple slot punch. This happens to be 3/4 of an inch wide, or 20 mil wide, by about a 1/16 of an inch thick, which I believe is somewhere around 3 mil, somewhere like 1.5 or something like that, millimeter wide. So you know, a 1/16 inch wide or thick by 3/4 inch wide flat bottom punch. Now you can use a fuller if you feel better with a fuller. I find the flat bottom punches dig a little bit better. So the way we're going to do this is we're going to bring this out. We're going to set it in our swedge, and then we are going to hammer down some material here in a straight line. We want to hammer back to ourselves, and we want to keep this always in the vertical position. So you want to use excellent third hand control if you've got it. And then come back and clean all that up. And just take this in stages. Now you guys have probably seen it done before. Or I hope you've probably have seen candy canes made before. But probably not like this. I've only ever seen one of these before, and that was in a book where somebody had made that. But there we go. We're trying to take and create a slot, essentially, going down the length of the candy cane. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We're not trying to cut all the way through. We're just trying to put a good deep groove down the whole length of this candy cane, or what will be twisted up into our candy cane. Let's get it hot again. Once you've worked it so far from one end, now it's time to flip it around, try to line up your lines, and work it from the other end. If these don't end up coming out perfectly straight in line, it's okay. Remember, you're going to be twisting this again. So, you know, the ideal is we just want to strike a line basically down the center of the 3/8 rod. So as long as you can accomplish that mission, you're okay. You don't want to get off to one side or the other, because then that just kind of wrecks the effect. So as long as you're aiming for the center and it's coming out mostly center and you're producing a nice clean slot, it's going to come out looking nice. So make sure you straighten it each time. This way you can keep a nice straight line. Don't let it get out of hand. There we go. Now we'll just connect those two. I might be able to do that in this heat. Let's try that. Nope, it's going to be time to heat this up. But I'm going to go ahead and get this marked out cold. That way it's easy to find when I come back. Alright, finish off this last little line here. Connect the two. That's all there is to it. So now we've made that straight on down the list. Get this all nice and straightened up. You can do this with a rawhide or a wooden mallet. Doesn't matter which. And now the trick of this candy cane is to get this heated nicely. So we're going to get this heated nice and even. Got a little shallow area here I'm going to go back and redress real quick. So now what we're aiming for is we're going to try to get this. Hopefully you guys can see that line there all the way down. Good. Now we're going to go ahead and put this back in the forge. Get a good even heat on this piece. And we're going to go over to the vise and we're going to twist it. We're going to give it a nice good twist. And that will start our candy cane. You guys will see how this starts to look. It ends up looking pretty neat. So gripping with a pair of flat jaw tongs, we're going to lock one end of this in the vise. And we're going to twist the other end. Nice and even like. Just like so. Now you don't want to go too far with this. You can see we got a little bit of a bow in it. We'll knock that like that. Okay, get that straightened up. Good to go. Again, you can make these twists however you like. This just happens to be one way I like to make a candy cane. I think it's a neat take on a very similar item. Now, also, this is a great way of making what you would call a cinnamon stick, or a cinnamon stick twist. I don't know if you all ever seen a cinnamon stick, but they look kind of similar to this right here. Again, we're going to heat this up now, and we're going to finish out our twist. But it's very similar to a cinnamon twist, a cinnamon stick twist, and that's another thing that you can add to sculptural work or something like that to add some visual interest. So we'll get this hot and keep on twisting. Okay, now for the last part, we're going to use a soft face hammer. of some kind. We're going to stick off about 3 inches off the edge. We're going to put one of these valleys up, and we're going to go ahead and beat this hook right on around. Or this candy cane, if you will. What's supposed to be a candy cane. And we're going to tighten this up right over here on the anvil. Keep the back straight if you can. And all candy canes seem to have just a little bit of back angle to them. So don't be afraid to add that in. Again, and there you go, 1 candy cane. Now again, there's different ways of doing this. You could do this out of square stock, square bar stock. There's a lot of different methods. I like this method just because it's different. It's different than what people are used to seeing. Everybody's seen the little square bar stock where you twist it up and bend a hook on it and call out a candy cane. This is just a little different method that makes people think, wow, that's different. It pulls the eyes a little bit differently than, say, some of the other different methods that are out there. Now, some of the things that can be done to enhance this is you could do a little brass brushing, or in that groove you can fill that with a little bit of red paint before you paint the rest of it. So paint it all red and then brush off, sand all the highs back off, and you have a little bit of red down in those groove, down in that groove in that valley. Again, it makes a neat project. So if you'd like to see more projects like this, and also ones to be selling, we are continuing to post these all November and December long here of 2018. Be sure to check out our website, blacksmithpdfs.com. It is a great place to find the ebook on this, Guide to 10 Hand-Forged Christmas Gifts. You can purchase that over there with all the SEO, like I said before, all the SEO, all your profit and loss, things like that, all figured out for you. Just go over there and check that out, and you know, get to selling these things. So without further ado, we will get back to forging. God bless you all, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.